It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. Generation full of G's, where the killers when you need. Generation full of cowards making other brothers bleed. iPhone 17, niggas living in surveillance. Podcasts every day, no different than Skip Bayless. This my first tape, let the dirt shake, fuck a survey. 36 years, I'm hoping to see my birthday. What's the odds these publications can cancel me? Never been accepted, I represent what they never be. Culture vultures thriving, they show you what they feel more. David killed a teenage girl trending on Billboard. Streams and he means, ain't none of it what it seems. Second term, the apprentice ain't nothing I could've dreamed. It's a sacrifice, at the life. Niggas ain't been rapping right. Pistol grip, pump bit, feed them for their appetite. Separate the man and mice, we cut the lights and pay the price. I take the charge and do it twice, send them niggas up to Christ. Ain't nobody out here making real music. Don't nobody wanna put their heart into it. Ain't nobody still speaking from the stove. Don't nobody wanna see the genre grow. Ain't nobody out here making real music. Don't nobody wanna put their heart into it. Ain't nobody still speaking from the stove. Don't nobody wanna see the genre grow. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there this evening. In this video, we're going to be talking about the singer David. This is my first time actually speaking on this subject on my channel. I've seen a lot of chatter around this situation. He has been arrested. He has been charged for murder. Of course, for the murder of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas, who he allegedly had a romantic relationship with. He's 21. At the time of her death, he was 20 years old. I believe she was found in the back of his Tesla or something like that, decomposed or something like that. And they found her body like in pieces. Like, this whole thing has been a super bizarre situation. And I've refrained from sharing my professional opinion on it and talking about it on a public forum outside of course, mentioning it on the song that I played in the intro, The World is a Ghetto, which is out now. Music video on my channel. Song itself is on all platforms. Because I needed more details. Like, all of this investigation was going on and this nigga was out here touring like wasn't nothing going on. Then information was being put out from private Discord conversations of him interacting with this girl, picking her up, her family looking for her. Brother said it. He always thought the shit was weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, all type of stuff that had been coming out, materializing online. And I'm like, man, I don't know what to believe because I don't know if these are trusted sources or what niggas is talking about. So now we finally have the arrest and charges have been filed. And they say that he could possibly face the death penalty if convicted. All right. So this is some nasty, disgusting, fucked up shit we talking about here. I take no pride or joy in covering this topic, but we're going to get through it. All right. So the first thing I want to do is read the Associated Press for the details. And then what I'll do is pull up a portion of the press conference where they reiterate what's being stated to let us know that this is official. Okay. So here we have it. Singer David charged with murder of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, found dismembered in his car. Once again, this is a grown man. He was 20 at the time. She was 14 years old. They've been hanging out, having online discussions in person. She's been with him, and it's alleged that they were having a romantic relationship, which is fucking disgusting. Okay? All right. Singer David has been charged with murder in the death of a 14-year-old girl who was last known to be alive nearly a year ago and whose dismembered and decomposed body was found in September in his apparently abandoned Tesla, which was also strange. Prosecutors say Monday. The charges revealed key details and were among the first concrete public moves made in a grisly and horrific case that had been under a largely secret investigation in the 7 months since the body of Celeste Rivas Hernandez was found. The LA County District Attorney's Office said the 21-year-old David, whose legal name is David Burke, was charged with first-degree murder, lewd, and what that word is? Lascivious acts with a person under 14 and mutilating a body. Lascivious. Burke's lawyers said Monday the evidence would show he was innocent. Okay, that's what their job is. So they have here alleged child sex abuse during a career on the rise. Authorities allege the Houston-born alt-pop singer killed Rivas Hernandez to protect a career on the rise. His debut album, Withered, was released just 2 days after they said she was known to be alive, which is a weird-ass title. You kill somebody and put out an album called Withered, and then the tour this nigga was on had all types of dark imagery and crazy shit, basically damn near professing and confessing to doing the shit. She was reported missing by her family in 2024 when she was 13. Even worse, that was her age when, according to allegation in a criminal complaint, the singer engaged in continuous sexual abuse of her for at least a year from September 2023 to September 2024. You disgusting ass nigga. Even if you didn't kill her, you deserve to be. California law penalizes abuse of a child under 14, especially harshly. I don't know if they meant to put it there twice, but I agree. Authorities, who described her Monday as a runaway, said she was 14 when she was killed with a sharp object on or around April 23, 2025, and was headed to the singer's house in the Hollywood Hills. Prosecutors allege Burke mutilated her body about 2 weeks later. The murder charges included special circumstances, lying in wait, committing crime for financial gain, and murdering the witness in an investigation. Now, where the financial gain piece comes in, I'm not sure at all. Hopefully, some light will be shed on that piece. That could carry the death penalty. Prosecutors haven't announced whether they will seek it. The witness he is alleged to have killed is Rivas Hernandez herself, who could have given testimony about the sex crime allegations. Defense says David did not murder Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Attorneys for Burke said he would be exonerated in a statement released after the charges were announced. The actual evidence in this case will show that David Burke did not murder Celeste Rivas Hernandez, and he was not the cause of her death, they said. We will vigorously defend David's innocence. Burke was arrested at a home in Hollywood Thursday and was being held without bail. He is expected to make his first appearance in court later Monday. A missing child and the grisly discovery of a body. LA County District Attorney Nathan Hodgman called the case a parent's nightmare. Celeste, a 14-year-old at that time, went to Mr. Burke's house in the Hollywood Hills. She was never heard from again. And to be clear, I do not believe that it was her first time there. I believe she spent quite a bit of time with him in this home and out in public as well. The long-dead body of Rivas Hernandez was found inside a Tesla that was towed from the Hollywood Hills on September 8th when Burke was on tour in support of his album. It was a day after she would have turned 15. Her family had reported her missing from her hometown of Lake Elsinore, about 70 miles southeast of LA. The singer had been under investigation by an LA County grand jury looking into the death. The probe was officially secret, but its existence and his designation as its target was revealed in February when his mother, father, and brother objected in a Texas court to subpoenas demanding they testify. The 2023 Tesla Model Y was registered in the singer's name at their address, according to court filings. Authorities did not publicly acknowledge him as a suspect until his arrest. Police investigators searching the Tesla in a tow yard found a cadaver bag covered with insects and a strong odor of decay, court documents said. Detectives partially unzipped a bag and found a head and torso. My God. Investigators from the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office removed the bag and discovered the arms and legs had been severed from the body, according to court documents. A second black bag was found under the first, and dismembered body parts were inside it. No cause of death has been publicly revealed, and police got a judge to block the release of details of the autopsy. The court order was expected to be lifted after the charges. So it's very possible we could get way more details moving forward, since now we have the arrest, the charges, and all of this stuff is now made public. The family of Rivas Hernandez has remained private and has not made any public statements on her death or the case. I had the chance to meet with some of the family members of Celeste, and their grief is incalculable as to what happened to their daughter. Here they say David was a social media savvy singer making breakthroughs. He gained popularity among Gen Z for his blend of indie rock, R&B, and lo-fi pop. He went viral on TikTok in 2022 with the hit Romantic Homicide, which shows you where his head was at back then, which peaked at number 4 on Billboard's Hot Rock and Alternative Songs chart. He then signed with Dark Room and Interscope Records and released his debut EP, Petals to Thorns, and a follow-up, The Lost Petals, in 2023. The AP confirmed that David was dropped by Interscope last year, so the label already has washed their hands of him. When the body was discovered, the singer continued his North American tour, but when reports of his possible involvement spread widely, he canceled the final 2 shows and a European tour that was to follow. On April 11th, about 2 weeks before the killing, he made his debut appearance at the Coachella Music Festival, where he talked to the AP. This is where he said he was an internet kid. The internet is really what I claim is my home. My neighborhood was Instagram, and the society was the internet. How that may have played into his psyche, who knows? But that's what he claims. So now let's get into this press conference from the LA police and investigators.
Today, I am announcing the charges against David Anthony Burke, the musician known as David, spelled D4VD, in connection with the brutal and horrific murder of Celeste, a 14-year-old at that time. And there are 3 sets of charges that have been brought. The first-degree murder with special circumstances, and again, those special circumstances are lying in wait. That Celeste went to Mr. Burke's home on the night of April 23rd, 2025, as alleged in the complaint, at his invitation, and again, was not heard from again. The second is a special circumstance, being that this murder was committed for financial gain. As the evidence will show in court, the financial gain was for Mr. Burke to maintain his very lucrative musical career that Celeste was threatening on that particular night. The third charge, in addition to lying in wait and for...
Wait. So on the night that she went to his house, she threatened his musical career, perhaps? I don't know all the details. I don't know a lot of the details. But from what he's saying, it sounds like he's saying that there was some sort of dispute or disagreement between young Celeste and David, where perhaps she was threatening to out him for having this, statutory, nasty ass relationship with this minor. Maybe she was going to out it. And in retaliation of that, to preserve his career and his standing in the public, he decided to remove her. That's what I'm gathering. I can't say that definitively. I can't stand on that, but that's from what the prosecutor here is saying. That's what it sounds like. Otherwise, I don't understand what the threat was that she could have been imposing on his career.
court. The financial gain was for Mr. Burke to maintain his very lucrative musical career that Celeste was threatening on that particular night. The third charge, in addition to lying in wait and for financial gain, is murdering a witness to an investigation. In this particular case, as the evidence will come out in court, the witness to the investigation was Celeste. And the investigation was into the lewd and lascivious sexual acts committed by Mr. Burke that is the subject of count 2 of this complaint with Celeste while she was under 14 years old. The investigation was to determine who killed, who murdered Celeste months and months before. That investigation was carried out in unison and in partnership between the LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division and the District Attorney's Office. At every point in the investigation, through the arrest and the filing of charges, the LAPD and the District Attorney's Office have worked in lockstep. There's been no disagreements amongst these entities in deciding how to proceed with this case, ultimately leading to these charges today.
That's some disgusting shit, boy. The fact that this nigga is even able to still breathe oxygen is a fucking mishandling of justice. But you know, that's not here nor there. That's just my personal opinion. All right. Now there is going to be court dates. His defense says that they're gonna prove that he will be exonerated in all of this and that he'll walk away free. I don't know. We're just gonna have to see. But from on the surface, this shit is highly disturbing. Now, here's a post that says a resurfaced clip of David from January 11th, 2024 shows him with Celeste on stream where he tells the mods to delete all VODs, aka videos on demand, and clips after he ends the stream. Okay? So they are visibly on stream together.
Yo, wait.
Oh, look it. Answer that one. That's so mean if you don't answer
Which
that.
one? What's good, David? Big fan, big spot me. Oh, thank you, Mitochondria. Appreciate you.
I gotta sound with him if you even.
We
need to delete this.
Maz, can we delete all VODs? And then as soon as the stream ends, delete the stream too? Yo!
So they're in the Discord, they're live. And she comes up with the idea that this needs to be deleted. He then puts out a request that the mods delete this video and all others after the stream is over. We now have here to the right of that, this is from his, I guess, close friends on Instagram, photo of himself and Celeste, okay? At this time, I believe she was 13 years old at the top of 2024. At that time, he would have been 19, which is still fucking disgusting. Okay? I just watched a news report where one of Celeste's neighbors talks about how she also has a 14-year-old daughter that was friends with Celeste, and that they would have been classmates in high school, but Celeste never even made it to high school, unfortunately, because of this motherfucker, allegedly. So, boy. Yeah, man, this shit is just disgusting. We'll stay tuned in for more updates. It looks like he put a not guilty plea in today in court, and he wants to have another hearing in like 10 days, expedited or something like that. We'll just see what happens from here, man. Again, there's so much stuff that's hit the net regarding that Discord, but I believe the Discord has been compromised. There were messages dating back, a few years to show the early interactions between himself and Celeste. when she was 12 at the time. I guess they ended up meeting offline. She started hanging out with him at some point. Parents filed a missing persons report. She was allegedly with him. And within a year, her body turned up mutilated in his car. So again, we'll just have to see what happens moving forward. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Y'all be safe out there. Much love and respect. Peace.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking, the drama be piling on. Father and greats unacknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5 sit bank accounts, every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I could do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I'll turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your health care. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I ran for filth. The sympathy calls, consulting for the stacks I built. I